Is Wizards of the Coast intentionally using Double Masters 2022 to cannibalize their other products? Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast are apparently playing a new game of Pac-Man, where you eat your own teammate. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thanks for hanging out with me on the channel today. You know, corporate cannibalism is not a new thing in the business world, but apparently Wizards is really starting to practice it with the product lines they put out. Picture back in 2021, when we got the announcement of all the amazing stuff coming out for 2022. Do you remember at the end of 2021, they gave us Crimson Vow, Midnight Hunt together, followed by right around the corner was Double Feature? People have already moved on. They've forgotten about those products. Then we had Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty, Streets of New Capenna, and we've just jumped to Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends, but they moved us over right to Double Masters. And we're still going. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of speed just sucks the life out of the room, sucks the money from your wallet that you didn't even get to really get into a product before the next one comes along. And I remember doing videos warning people against jumping in on that and just sticking with the products you like. But a lot of players do want to experience all these amazing products. And that's where this corporate cannibalism idea really starts taking hold with what Wizards has planned. Let me show you this here for a second. You look here, you look at all the products they put out. Unfinity got moved over because they crunched too many things in. With the Streets of New Capenna, I barely got to enjoy that before we jumped over and got into Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, which led us right to Double Masters, which again, phenomenal product, okay? But when you look at all these things that players try to experience at pre-releases, things are just opening up, uncertainty in the world, and you realize the quicker Wizards of the Coast does these products, the quicker they put them out, it really does seem like it's corporate cannibalism. Corporate cannibalism refers to sales that are lost by a company due to the introduction of a new product that displaces one of its older products. Even if it's a few months old, it is an older product. Corporate cannibalism can occur when a new product is similar to an existing product, which is what's happening. It's just another Magic the Gathering product. These are key takeaways, guys. Now, sometimes it's done deliberately, okay? Because at times it just fails to reach their goals and they're happy to move on to the next product. But when you look at this from that standpoint of corporate cannibalism and what it means to be there, you have to understand if it's not done properly, it actually can cost them massive amounts of money, guys. I'm not talking little bits. I'm talking probably millions and millions of dollars. Wizards of the Coast, I don't think their research team got this right. They're supposed to be studying this stuff. And I think what they did is they figured the Commander Legends players, Commander players, they're going to like Commander Legends. They're going to keep buying that product. We're going to put that out there. And then those players who like the D&D theme, they can kind of lump in there. And those who like the idea of the whole mob thing, those players are going to go there. Do you see the flaw? Oh, we got the reprint set, Double Masters. That's what I'm talking about. They're looking at all these as individual groups of players all playing their own little games. But we're not. I jump to every pre-release I can get to. I buy as many of these products as I can to play with all my friends like most of you guys do out there. You may not buy every product, but you're probably cracking a pack or two of everything, having a little bit of fun. But you barely get to enjoy it when you're already seeing the next spoiler season come, as exciting as they are. It sucks the money right out of Wizards of the Coast's wallet. It's taking it right out. I see Streets of New Capenna stuff sitting everywhere. I see Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate complaints all over my emails and from the stores. It's just sitting there on shelves because everyone's getting ready for Double Masters 2022. Now picture, here's a fun one for you. There's our Pac-Man, Double Masters 2022. It ate the profits of New Capenna. It's eating the profits of Double Masters 2022. What happens when it gets to Dominaria United? I heard there's going to be box toppers. It's going to be an amazing set. But if people have spent so much money, you know, the money they'd save for these other sets to kind of space their money out, and they put it all in a Double Masters, and then we go along and Dominaria United comes along and the Brother War comes along, wallet fatigue will be massive. People will be skipping products or skipping something to get the other products, but Double Masters has definitely sucked out a lot of the money that was available for other products for players to purchase. Now, the real question would be, if they spaced out Double Masters 2 months from now, August, would the sales of Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, would the sales for New Capenna, would those have dropped off the same way if they hadn't have shown us the spoiler season, if they hadn't have done any of that? And then at the same time, would Kamigawa still be selling? Bozuju Who Endures, Taknuma, right, the Abandoned Mire, with the Otawara, the Soaring City, would those cards still be in my top 10 videos? Would they be, instead of falling, still holding an even value? Would the value of the cards be there? Because it really appears to me that Wizards of the Coast is eating their own lunch. All they had to do was do these products, but space them out in an appropriate way. Maybe Double Masters should have come in December, at the end of the year, or at the very beginning of a year, when we get tax refund checks. Like, they could have planned this out a lot better than what they've done. Because I skipped Streets of New Capenna other than a pre-release in like one box. Kamigawa, I bought one box only, as you guys know. I didn't buy my normal allotments of stuff. Double Masters, I wasn't going to buy any, but I did buy some. And Commander Legends, I planned on only buying 2 boxes. I bought 1 box. I was saving stuff for Dominaria United, and I was saving stuff to go for Brothers War. But I ended up spending some of my personal money that I was saving for those products for Double Masters because it looks so good. But if they had spaced it out and I didn't know that was coming, and I didn't know the spoiler cards yet, if their research team had done a better job putting this together, they might have seen more even sales, less complaints from the player base, from the LGSs, from the stores, the people who do this game, and they still would have had success at the end if they wait at the beginning of the year when we get a tax refund, or at the end of the year when it's like a Christmas time and people get little bonuses, or family and friends are buying cards for you. Like, I'm just saying they could have done this a little differently. I'm not their research department. I have no idea, but what I do know is that Pac-Man is definitely eating the lunch of these other products. Did you guys hear me say Midnight Hunter Crimson Vow? How about Double Feature? Did you hear me say that? No. People already forgot about those, to their own detriment. Those cards will come back around. I still say that as well. I'm with the Taco King on that. They're going to bounce around. Okay, because they're already on clearance in some places for like 105, 109 bucks. That's not a lot to get double out your money in the years to come when these sealed products don't get second print runs. But that's why I don't think Wizards cares. They don't get those profits on the secondary market from these boxes. They don't get the appreciation that boxes get old. So it doesn't matter if they build a product, put it out, they get the initial flush of cash, and then they move to the next product 30, 60, 90 days out. They're just trying to put product out and get that initial run to keep churning and burning themselves to stay ahead of the market. But they may face a wall at some point because it is eating the lunch of the products they already have out there. What are you going to do? You can't make people buy New Capenna. You can't make them buy Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. It sits on the shelf. The market speaks and says, I don't want it. I want that Double Masters. Look at that Pac-Man game. Waka waka. I want to have some fun with it. Those are reprints I've been waiting for. Imperial Seal people. That's what I'm talking about. The other products are still great. They just get left behind. I mean, it's a game. They're cards to play with. But when you get caught up in the glam of looking at that bright light coming down from the sky and it says, Double Masters, you just go, yeah, Double Masters. And you look up and you forget the Streets of New Capenna was there. Are you going to forget about Dominaria United? Brothers War? Are those profits going to be eaten up by what they put into Double Masters and they think that those products are at fault? They go, oh, these didn't sell well. We're not going back to Dominaria again. Look how badly that product did. When realize they should be looking at the fact that maybe they put the products in the wrong allotment order. And if they'd done it a little differently, they would have seen more even sales and seen what people really think instead of being caught up into the glam of the reprint set, as awesome as it is. I don't know if this was planned corporate cannibalism. It definitely seems like it is to me with the churn and burn, but it could be a total accident. Their marketing team just didn't do a good job thinking this through. Maybe it was something with the printers. I don't know, but it just seems like a big snafu at this point. When I have people I know saying, yeah, I'm going to buy a little less Dominaria United now because I want to get a little more Double Masters. Brothers War, I'm going to wait and see. Maybe I'll get a box or two. I'm sitting there going, wow. If Wizards plan some spice down there might not be money left in our wallets to buy it. It may have to sit there on a shelf for no fault of the product, other than we spent our money on an amazing reprint set, which of course makes sense. It's that good. You made all of our eyes look up into the sky, Wizards. We've missed all the stuff you had on the ground already. And that means none of those sets will get second reprints. Nothing big anyway. They'll get small waves here and there if it's desired by players, but I know a lot of stores are sitting on stuff right now. I've seen it at the stores myself. I've seen it in their back rooms and their warehouses. They're having trouble churning and burning some of this stuff, guys. And it's probably Wizards of the Coast's fault. They ordered what they thought they would need to last, and then people didn't buy it because they started seeing the spoiler season for the next thing coming up. Kind of caught their eye and they said, ooh, I think I'll hold on to my few shekels and save it for that Double Masters collector box. Because, the D&D one, it could have some amazing stuff in here. But at the same time, you might not get what you think. Remember that? Remember the dragons? I'm afraid to open mine. It's sitting there on the shelf looking pretty because I don't know what to do with it. But a lot of people didn't even buy it because they consider it overpriced. So as far as I'm concerned, they're just butchering and eating their own young. These are their products and babies that their R&D department put into. They had artists create artwork for. And their card designers built the cards. And most of it's getting forgotten and left in the dust as the machine moves on. Like a giant Urza's war machine. Just trampling the ground underfoot to get to the next city. Wizards, you're eating your own lunch, man. You gotta space it out a little bit, or people are going to really start skipping stuff big time and wait for your huge sets each year. And then what are you going to have left as a product line? Consolidate some of them? That is a question for another day. So guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with me today. How do you feel about this topic of corporate cannibalism of their own products? Did you feel these were rushed to market? Do you feel they weren't appreciated in their time? Do you feel some of these sets really were awesome and we just didn't get long enough time to experience them? They are good products in my eye. I enjoyed all of them, including Baldur's Gate Commander Legends. I thought it was a great draft experience, but it moved on already. Double Masters is coming in next week, and I can't wait for it to get here. I gotta be honest. It is what it is, right? Get me some nachos and cheese, shred some bacon, some jalapenos, bring on the Double Masters, and let's hope it doesn't eat Dominaria United, and let's hope it leaves the Brothers War alone. Double Masters is a beast. That's a giant Pac-Man. Thanks a lot for hanging out, guys. Can't wait to see your comments in the comments section, and I hope you're having an awesome day wherever you are in the world of Magic. Yes, these patrons are the best because they're my patrons. These patrons support this channel each and every day. Patrons make the world go round. Patrons are awesome. Hard to believe, right? We're back here again at the end of the video. Corporate cannibalism, but that's not what we're here to talk about. That's not why we're here at the end of this video. You guys stayed because you like to chat. You like to chill. You picked up the popcorn, scraped up the spaghetti. Keldorian Outpost. It's going in the 20k box. By the way, I think this one's pretty much near mint. Near mint. First card to go in that 20k box. That box might be important. You might want to pay attention to the contents of that box. I'm just saying. You might want to record that somewhere to let yourself know that some kind of expensive, maybe an expensive card in the future went in there because it makes little 1/1s and makes me smile. Guys, that's the way we're going to play things. All right? Thanks a lot for hanging out today. Thanks a lot for being here at the end of the video to make sure I got my 2 cents from your view. It's important. Every little bit counts. And remember, guys, if you're buying something on TCG Player, don't forget to use my link. It does help me. It really does. All right, guys. Have an awesome day. I put it in an Outpost. Get it? Outpost.